I'm intrigued. I'm very much into this. My eyes have been blessed. Blessed in so many different ways. Who are you? Give me more of that guy, please. Can you fall in love with a music video? Because I think that just happened. Why have I never heard about this? Here we are again. Did you miss me? I hope you did. Hello, and welcome back, guys, to my Kpop.Flex preparation. And in case you're new here, you're probably wondering right now, what do you mean? Kpop.Flex has already happened. It hasn't happened yet. For me. As I'm filming this right now, I am preparing for Kpop.Flex. I am actually preparing for all of the groups that are attending Kpop.Flex, which is also why you're gonna be seeing that video so late, because it takes a while to edit all of the reactions. But I have made it my mission to prepare for all of the artists that are going to be attending the Kpop.Flex festival in Germany 2 weeks from as I'm filming this right now, and I know almost none of them, and I know almost none of the songs that might be ending up to be performed there that was not English. Either way, I'm doing my best to try to be able to cheer along well in 2 weeks. So today we are going to be checking out ONEUS, I think they might be pronounced. I know their name, I have just never heard anyone talk about them in real life, so I've never heard their name pronounced. So it's either ONEUS or ONEUS, and ONEUS just kind of makes more sense to me. Even though the first couple of times that I saw their name, I didn't even connect that it could be ONEUS. So in my head, I still pronounce them ONEUS, but I don't think that's correct. Someone correct me, please. Either way, today I'm going to be checking out 3 songs of theirs, and you're going to be seeing one of them in this reaction and the other 2 whenever I'm done editing these reactions. But they're gonna come, don't worry. So if you want to see all of them and you're not yet subscribed, feel free to do so right now. Or don't. It's up to you, really. Either way, in this sitting, I am going to be watching LOONA, Black Mirror, and No Diggity. I thought it would be dignity. I love learning. Oh, okay. If I put that into Google, that has exactly 1 hit. Actually, not the word itself. Like, for the word itself, there's no hits. But if you put it in, the 1 hit is No Diggity. So with the no. The word itself alone doesn't exist in here. It only has that word with the no in front of it. Which means ohne Zweifel. So no dough. Dough? Did I just say dough? Well, I guess I'm hungry. I should fix that after doing these reactions. Anyways, I would say without further ado, let us jump into LOONA. I'm very excited. I love LOONA, the word. All right, so first up, let us start with my expectations. I gotta say, I don't really have any expectations. Without wanting to sound shady, but just completely honestly, I have never heard of this group before. They were announced as a part of the lineup of Kpop.Flex, and that is not their fault. It is just that I've been very busy recently and I haven't really kept up with K-pop as a whole very well for quite a while already, for a couple of years. I'm just kind of like checking Reddit a couple of times per week, and that is all of the news that I get. And whatever isn't on the front page at that time, I just don't hear about it. So totally not their fault, but I have never heard of them. So I really don't have any expectations that I could be putting in here. I have to say, as said, again, I love the word LOONA. I think, I guess the moon has a lot of really pretty words in a lot of different languages. Moon and Mond, as we say in Germany, are kind of like the most boring variations of it. Like LOONA, damn, that's a pretty word. So as I don't have any expectations for the group itself, because I just haven't ever heard anything about them and the name could mean anything, I'm just gonna be going off the song title. And I think LOONA, I'm gonna be expecting a darker concept. And that is not just because like it's rather dark on screen right here. I mean, the guy here is as bright as the sun. So we can put all of the expectation on the dark on the screen right here. That's not it. I just feel like a song that is named after the moon, I would be expecting a darker-ish concept. Not necessarily dark in the brutal type or in the necessarily sad type, but just rather not a happy-go-lucky song, I guess. Let's go! I'm intrigued.
같은 마음 홀로 우는 달 그 빛 떠라니도 피고 시간을 거슬러 저 새들처럼 훨훨 더 높이 날아가
Ooh, that's a nice voice. Like the first voice was also very pretty, but I just feel like the first voice was kind of the kind of voice that you almost expect, like a very smooth, a very pretty voice. Whereas the second voice kind of has a bit of an edge that I wasn't expecting, and I'm very much into that. Oh, I like it. I love the instrumentals, just throwing that in here right now. These high notes, I like them. I like when high notes aren't like very much in your face, but rather like these really soft high notes. Oh, I like them. I again have to pause, I'm sorry, I do that every now and then. His voice is super interesting. Like, this is the first song that I've heard, so I don't know. I know that autotune is something that is oftentimes used for stylistic purposes, and I actually like autotune for stylistic purposes, but the thing is, it's my first time hearing them, so I don't know if it's autotune or if he has just this kind of auto-tuned voice naturally. Like, for example, Chen of EXO has this kind of auto-tune feature in his voice naturally, where you feel like if you've never heard the voice before, you're like, is this auto-tune or is that just the voice? Some voices have this weird quality about them that you typically get when you use auto-tune in a stylistic way, and I like it. Especially, like, I feel like it's not something that you would expect from a rapper. So, it sounds very layered in a way. And that, I'm so sorry to the guy that I keep pausing on. That way that he ended his verse, what is wrong with me? What kind of noises am I making right now? I just wanted to say that I like the way that he ended his verse. That was all that I wanted to say. I should have just stopped right there. Oh, that's a pretty voice. Okay, that kind of annoyed me a bit there. I can see that it's probably on purpose, the way that he was kind of stuck there for a second, but it just, my eye was a bit annoyed at that for a second. Very interesting. I've been so, there's so much happening right now visually and with all the new voices, and there's been so many things that I wanted to point out that I don't even fully remember the first chorus anymore, but I found it very interesting how it kind of feels like the instrumentals went down for the chorus, as opposed to how they usually go, like how it usually becomes more crowded in the chorus. So that's very interesting. But I just want to say, since I think I haven't mentioned yet, I love the traditional setting. I love the instrumentals. Like, it has some very interesting details in there, and I'm very much into this. I love how it's very, very interesting from the other things that I have been checking out for Kpop.Flex so far. I love how this event is gonna have so much variety. Like, this sounds completely different from the other stuff that I have been checking out, and I'm very excited about it. Oh, the visuals. The visuals, goddamn. This is one of these videos where I could pause just like anywhere in the video and it would be thumbnail worthy. And I have to say, one, I'm getting a super weird satisfaction. Like, I have been so far behind on K-pop for so long because I've been so busy with university, and Kpop.Flex right now is kind of forcing me to see all of these new things in a very short time span because it's 2 weeks until then, and I just want to know some of the songs for each group because I want to be able to cheer each group on as if I was their biggest fan, if possible. And I get the weirdest, strangest satisfaction. Like, I legit laid in bed yesterday and was like, I'm so excited to be seeing more because it is first up, so many incredible visuals in K-pop, you just gotta say. Like, they just know how to do music videos. I have seen, my eyes have been blessed in so many different ways. It's so exciting getting to know all of these new groups, and I have never heard about this group before, and I probably would have never checked them out if it wasn't for the fact that I'm seeing them 2 weeks from now. And I like this a lot. And it's really odd. Do you remember how 2 minutes ago I said the thing about the chorus, where I said like the instrumentals kind of went down for the chorus? And in the beginning, I don't want to say I was disappointed, but I felt like if they kept the instrumentals on a higher energy and if it was more crowded, it would have probably sounded more interesting. But the longer I hear it, the more, like, the further I get into the song, the more I like it. It just has this very soft, it feels very unintrusive in a way where, like, if that is playing, I'm just gonna vibe with it so unapologetically that I cannot. I am getting a knot in my tongue right now. I'm too excited to talk. So sorry. Oh. You got my attention. Oh, the instrumentals are so good. I love how the green screen, depending on the perspective, looks super perfect crisp or absolutely not that. Either way, just before it went in really ham, I was about to say how the chorus is so flowy and pretty, and then suddenly it went like bum bum bum, and I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna put that right here because that comment is not gonna make any sense anymore right now. Who are you? You cannot tell me that that was all that he's gonna get. Give me more of that guy, please. Can you fall in love with a music video? Because I think that just happened. I honestly, even though there were little things in here where I was like, this could have been a bit better, and this I would have liked to be a bit better, I honestly think it was perfect. Because I think perfection doesn't have to be perfect. Is that weird to say? Like, if there is absolutely nothing in there that you would ever change, then it is almost too good to be true. Like, there has to be a couple of little edges in there. But the colors, the effects, the outfits, the styling in general, the setting, the sets, the music, the instrumentals within the music, the voices, it was perfection, honestly. Why have I never heard about this? Like, it's one thing to be busy with university, but why has no one told me about this? I have been here. I've been busy, but I've been here. Okay, I am really excited about knowing that I have to check out 2 more videos in the set right now. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel a little bit ridiculous right now. I feel like over the top about this. Sometimes I get so excited about things that looking back at my own reaction, I'm like, no one is gonna think that is genuine. But sometimes I just get really excited about really small things. Like, just some shots in here, they were so perfect. Like, everything about it, the lighting and everything. You know, as someone that went to movie school for editing, because I just really like pretty visuals, this was such a treat, and it just so happened to come with a really nice soundtrack to the very nice visuals. So I'm just really happy right now. I'm super excited I get to check out 2 more songs of theirs right now, because this was a super exciting introduction to them. As I said, I've never heard about them before. The sun is really excited as well. I don't know if you can tell, like, I've got a studio light in front of me, but the sun just came out for the first time on the entire day. Like, it has been hiding this entire time. Either way, I like this so much. I am gonna listen to the song a lot more. It has this very interesting thing where very often it was like so close to being perfect, and I was like, there's something, like something isn't quite right the way that I want it to be. And then I think about it, I'm like, but what? I can't tell. Like, it's actually perfect. It's just not the way that I expected it to be. It's weird. Like, I feel like it's the kind of song I shouldn't like it as much as I do, because it doesn't really fit my taste that much to the T, but yet I liked it a lot. I feel like the visuals contributed heavily. If this music video had been bad, I feel like I wouldn't have liked the song as much either, because the visuals alone got me so excited that I feel like at that point they could have been feeding me anything. But there have been a couple of really interesting voices in here. Rapper guy, and then the rapper guy in the ending that had like 2 sentences. Like, why not utilize that more? Probably he was in there more and I just didn't realize, but that caught me off guard. And then also, like, some of the singing was just so flowy, and sometimes there were these little things in between the verses. I don't want to call it a bridge, because we all know that there is an actual bridge in a song, but I don't mean the bridge in the song, but rather like these little parts that bridged between verses and choruses. Like, not the bridge, but rather like little bridge pieces where you feel like usually they just put like vocals in there so that there's something there, like it's not really the key point of the song, where you wouldn't be expecting something really exciting, and suddenly I'm like, that vocal though? It had some really interesting details about it that I really cannot really go back to at this point, because I heard it once and it's kind of not in my brain anymore, but at the time that I heard it, I was really excited about it. So yeah, as you can probably tell, I liked this a lot. I was very excited about this, and I'm very excited about checking out more of this right now, and that's what I'm going to be doing now. So if you guys want to see more, feel free to subscribe if you haven't yet, and otherwise feel very free to drop me down below a comment. Have you ever heard about this group before? Have you heard them before, like their songs before, their music before. What do you think about them? Do you like them? Do you have other recommendations that I'm gonna be obviously hearing after Kpop.Flex? Because at the time that this is finished editing, Kpop.Flex has already happened. But I'd be very interested to check out more about them. I shouldn't be saying that so early in, but like, I'm excited. Either way, thank you guys very much for watching. I do hope you had fun. I'm gonna see you in the next one, and until then, feel free to watch anything from over here. Bye bye!